Okay, I wanted to show you a couple of things on entering, well, first of all, entering a logarithm into the computer here. So let me start with this one. Write the equation in its equivalent logarithmic form. 9 to the 4th equals 6,561. So if I do come over here to my work page, I got 9 to the 4th equals 6561, I believe is the problem. Yes. Okay, so we know the conversion is we have a logarithm, and the base of the logarithm is the same as the base of the exponential, so it'd be log base 9. So we have log base 9. And of course, what we take the logarithm of is what's over here on the left side by itself. So the log base 9 of 6561. And then, of course, the exponent in the logarithm form will be on the side by itself. Okay, so when I come over here to enter that in, of course I'm going to start by just typing in the log, and what it is, the base here, that's a subscript as opposed to a superscript. And that button is right here, right underneath the square root button. So if I click that, that'll get me where I can put in my base of my logarithm. Now the other important note here is we need to arrow over from that to enter in the 6561, because it goes not down there with the 9, so just hit the arrow, one easy way to do it, and then the 6561, and then of course equals 4, and that should work. Now the other one I was going to show you was on this, again on graphing the logarithm. Of course this is log base 4, and on that log base 4 of x plus 5. Of course, that's going to shift the log base 4 graph, which basically has the shape log base 4. If you graph a few points out, looks something like that, where that's 1, 0. And so, yeah, we're looking at this shape here now. Of course, the plus 5 on the inside there, that's going to shift it 5 units back, and so what that's ultimately going to mean is, when we take a look at our graph, that's going to shift everything to the left 5 units, every point to the left 5 units, but specifically it shifts the, we have a vertical asymptote, and so that vertical asymptote without the shift on it is at 0, and so it will be at -5 instead. And so with all that in mind, here's what we got. We do have this shape here, kind of the upside down hockey stick, if you will, inverted hockey stick. And so that's where we want, first of all. And we know that, yeah, the plus 5 in there with the x does make a shift to the left, and so that's a horizontal shift of -5 units. So I'm going to input that in right there. -5 units. And then, of course, the other thing is I want to put in the vertical asymptote. Well, to do that, get rid of that. That is just a straight line. I'm going to draw a vertical line there. And we want to use a dotted line, dashed line, for that. So I hit the dashed line button there. And the way you just put it in at -5 is put a point there somewhere at x equals -5, and then put another point on the x equals -5 line there. And then that puts in asymptote. And we should be able to check that answer, and sure enough that is correct. And so yeah, the vertical asymptote is x equals -5. So you can input that in and finish it up.